What is up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to today's video, where today we're going to be looking at Jackson Wang with Blow. I'm very excited to once again look at a new member of the K-pop world. I mean, he's not new to the K-pop world, but he is new to me, so therefore I am excited. But before we start with the video, like always, if you have any recommendations on videos you want me to look at, then please put them in the comments below. That's the best way for me to find out. And of course, guys, let's continue with the video. Man, I love the aesthetic so far. Just looking at the piano, I love that it's actually like tilted. You know that something eerie is going on here. Then we have this weird wall in the background giving some weird 3D effect. It seems as if we're like in a spooky house, you know, like a haunted house. Very nice. And also the mist on the floor. I love that they're also showing like the mist coming out of the floor here. You know, it's just pulsating out. Really nice. All practical effects. And now it looks a bit like The Hangover. Could be The Hangover in all honesty. This is so cool. This is a reversed shot. So if you reverse the shot, it's basically them blowing out the smoke. But because they reversed it, it looks as if it's coming back into them. That's kind of cool. It reminds me a little bit of like a ghost effect, you know, as if something is entering their body. Man, they must be vaping hard though before this was done. Hold up, was that guy's mouth clothing? One sec. I need to check out this guy's mouth, okay? See what happens. He closes his mouth. You can see he actually opens it, actually, but look at it again. What? The other ones do it perfectly, though. It seems as if they're really just unconscious, as if they're dead. Really well done here. And there we have Jackson Wang. Nicely in focus. Give me one reason why I should just not stop watching. I mean, this is completely fucked up if you think about it. I thought I was going to look at something spooky, but not people screaming. And I'm just talking about people. We're talking about like 20 people screaming in my headphones. And these are really good headphones, so it's really, really loud. Yes, my wishes come true. This looks like a good party, though. Like, I want to be at a party like this as well. Hats off to the cameraman here. Everything is one shot so far. I love the makeup on his nose, by the way. It really looks as if something happened that night. You know, it all looks a bit rough. Really, really nice. And I like the hair color. For the people who don't know, I had that hair color. I wish I had it back again. Should I do it again or not? I really like it. Ooh. Ooh. I mean, who doesn't feel, you know, somehow aroused by the song? You know, I'm not talking about just thinking about him singing it. I'm just talking about the entire aesthetic behind it. It's really nicely filmed. And also this classical look to it, you know, it feels something like what, in the 70s, in the 60s, and you have this very classical look to it. And I can imagine parties back then were like this, you know, you had no phones, which is very nice. You had a few amounts of lights, really, really nice. I like the feel that we're getting here, you know, brings me back away from the modernness that we see in a lot of MVs. And I like the classical look, actually. There's something about it that really just touches me a little bit better than that overhyped crazy effects and those modern clean edges. Roughness is very nice in videos. What's with people smoking and everyone's faces are breathing out the smoke? I mean, this is bad for Corona. Like, how did they do this? Like, did they get the permission for it? Did they actually eat like Tic Tacs before they smoked it out? What was going on here? Beautiful. I love it how they just popped out there, and it was filmed really, really clean here as well. On beat. Very nice. Very nice transition there. If you didn't pick it up, let's just watch it again. I thought, when is this scene going to end? Because the scenes are very long, very theatrical, very cool. Beautiful transition. That's how it's supposed to be. Snappy, quick, and it doesn't go around the bush and try to make something look cool. It stops the bullshit, just get into action. These smokes coming out of their lungs, it's cool. Like, it's so different. I've never seen it. It just reminds me of how people vape on the streets. They just blow that stuff everywhere. They think it looks cool, but hey, it doesn't look that cool if people just do it extravagantly. But here it actually looks very nice because it fits to the theater. Very theatrical, very nice. I think I feel where this MV is going to. It seems as if they're all actors and this is like all behind the scenes. I have a feeling this is what it's going to. No? What do you guys think? If you haven't watched it yet, let's guess with me. If you have watched it, leave it in the comments below if I'm correct or not. But I love the storytelling. And he's maybe the maestro, the person directing everything. Really cool shots. I just also enjoy that it's a really wide angle lens, and the air in the entire location is just very, very narrow. But because of the lens, it looks very, very big again. Love it. Very well coordinated as well with the dancing. That was a really cool theatrical piece there. I mean, it looks like an engine. You know, the pistons keep turning around and around and around. Just look at it. Very nice. I also learned in the K-pop world that these are actually someone focus pulling, or actually in this case, they are pulling the focal length. You know, they're just zooming in and out on spot, which I think is fantastic. It's a beautiful skill. Not a lot of people can do it. And you need a second person who's literally just controlling the in, the out, the in, the out. And also with focus pulling, it's the same. You only have one person responsible for that. And they're really hitting it on the spot here. It reminds me a little of Project X. Really nice. The other point that I want to point out is just that it seems as if they're all using their muscles. They're using every strain of energy that they have to make sure that all the movements are snappy, aggressive, and really on to beat. And you can also see that, for example, this person here, can you guys see him? You can. He's looking also here to see what is the next move. They're all looking at him, and it's also to just to indicate, okay, when is he going to do his thing so that we can do our part next, because he's the one basically leading it. You know, he's still the star of the video. Man, this song feels very sexualized somehow, you know? I feel as if the music is touching my body. It's a really weird feeling, but it's very well captured. And I think that's also the goal of it, you know? It wants to be somehow naughty, but also like, you know, it's all just about showing that energy, about showing that passion of the music. That I want to party, have a good time. And the shots are very nice and long. Here, for example, we had a look at some of the shots that I think is also very interesting. It's actually that here they actually have, where is it? I think it's here. You can see that there's a ventilator blowing some wind in there, you know, creating more drama. This song is so dramatical, even though it's only 3 minutes and 50 seconds long. It feels as if I'm watching this for the last hour already. It's really, really intense. It's beautiful in its own art. Very easy shots, very well performed. So it was actually an elevator, no? Man, this should be the video that promotes vaping. Let's actually have a look at that end scene again, because it seems as if these doors are not real. They don't seem like the real doors that we saw at the beginning. They look somehow CGI, and they're tracking them basically to close. Let's have a look at that. I don't know, there's something weird about these doors. I have a feeling that they're fake. It just looks way too 2D, while in reality it has some sort of 3D effect to it. There's something off with it. The song is over already. This is actually a good thing. When something is over quicker than you expected, it means they're really well at pacing this video, making you interested in every second, where everything just bounces around really, really quick. Jackson Wang, you have my attention. This is really one of those songs that, you know, when it comes to the MV and the way it's directed, it's not complicated. They're very simple shots, but they're nice and long. And what carries this MV is literally the theatrics behind it, the choreography, the movement, the smoke, the entire set. It's beautiful. It's wild. It has energy. It shows some emotion. It feels something is touching me. It's such a weird MV, very, very unique for itself. I've not seen anything like this in my my life yet, especially when it comes to the K-pop world. The one thing that I think is also interesting is actually that if I close my eyes, and at one moment I was just closing my eyes, I wouldn't have guessed that this was K-pop. It's very unique by itself, and I think this is more towards the international market again, because there's a lot of English. If not mistaken, everything is English. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I like that. I like that these artists are actually going out of the comfort zone and doing what they like, and that is making artistic music, making their own art. And this for myself is really a good art piece. This is as if you want to grab this entire video and I want to spread it on my wall. It's just beautiful. It's its own little art piece, and that's what I'm going to call it, an art piece by itself. But yeah, guys, now the question is, what do you actually think of this MV? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you enjoy Jackson Wang with Blow? If not, then put it in the comments below. If you do, put it also in the comments below. I would like to hear your recommendations as well. But for now, guys, I just want to say thank you very much. And if you haven't yet, make sure you're subscribed and be part of the community. All the links are down below, Patreon, and of course the Discord. And I hope to see you on the next video. I'll catch you then, and have a good one.